venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. So Notre Dame's offense will have the ball first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights in setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You see it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Fights off a defender. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Down he goes. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. So Stanford's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for the...
Found the seam on the left. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He would not be denied. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Knocked down immediately.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David, and I know he was a guy this often.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, it's Danzy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Keeps it himself. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to take it back. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's Carr to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Bought a little time. Lets it go. The quick out. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Again, it's Carr. Finds the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Runs through a tackle. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Burrowing for yardage. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been
makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Ford. Just smothered on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
2nd and long here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick give. It's Ford. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the return. He smashes his way through again. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give is to Williams. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Throwing, Carr. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now back to your game in South Bend. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes a return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to make one miss. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Carr fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in momentum.
I love defenses that can mix it up. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job of getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll ride him again. Brought down.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Play action on first down. Just got rid of that one.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Irish! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Hands it off. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Rush right in his face. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands start with a first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running inside, it's Mobley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They'll ride Davis here. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, and they get him on the ground right there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
Offense in a bunch formation. Throwing, Carr. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Sets his feet, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that is how we will wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our